Alright, so in today's video I'm going to show you how to turn any speaker into a Bluetooth speaker with just some very simple tools. All you'll need in today's video is a soldering iron, some heat shrink, some solder, a drill, some speaker wire, a Bluetooth amplifier, and a 12-volt socket. All of these parts will be linked in the video description down below for you to go and check it out. They are affiliate links, so they do help me out, so please do use those links. But that is exactly what I'm going to show you how to do in today's video. So first of all, we're going to start with this speaker right here. Now we can see here we have two woofers and a tweeter, which means there's most likely a crossover inside of the enclosure. This in fact is actually out of a separate video of mine where both of the original Sony woofers had foam rot. So there's a JVC subwoofer and a Technics super woofer in the enclosure, and it still sounds okay. So what I'm going to plan on doing is using the crossover for these two here, so I can have the tweeter and that woofer on the left channel and then just this woofer here on the right channel, and that's how I'm going to wire it up to the amplifier today. So first things first, we're now going to remove the woofers out of the enclosure so we can get access to see what's inside and begin our wiring up. Okay, so now that we have the screws from the woofers removed, let's take the drivers out of the enclosure. Alright, now that we have all of the drivers removed from the enclosure, we're going to remove the crossover, which may require some desoldering. Alright, so we now have removed the crossover off the back of the terminal cup, and now we're going to drill a small hole in the top of it to fit in the 12-volt plug just here, because we only need to get power to the amplifier because it's going to get signal from Bluetooth now. Alright, so we've now made a huge mess, but we have in fact put a 12-volt plug in our terminal cup now. So now what we're going to do is wire a wire into the back of that terminal into the power of the Bluetooth amplifier board. Right, so the positive and the negative of the back of the terminal cup has now been wired to the amplifier's power input. So let's plug it in and see if we get any results. Perfect, the amplifier boots up straight away. Our next step now is to wire up all of the speakers, including the crossovers, back to the amplifier board on the speaker output tabs there and there, and then we're going to glue everything back together, solder all the wires together, and then we're going to be able to enjoy some Bluetooth tunes over this speaker. Alright, so we've now hooked the speaker up just like a normal set of speakers and plugged the positive and negatives into each channel of the amplifier. And now we're going to pair my phone to the amp, give it a quick test, make sure everything works correctly, and then we'll assemble this speaker back up together. So as we can see, it works. So now let's assemble the speaker back together, and we've successfully converted this speaker to Bluetooth. Alright, so now that we've built the speaker and wired it up correctly, let's listen to what it sounds like outside from about 20 meters away. We'll go.